Okay, hi guys, good to talk to you again. It's been a while. I've been working on a script for the past little while, which will solve the climate problem and also introduce ontological mathematics to the world. We are a very visual species, a very practical species, right? Most people aren't going to be spending their time wanting to read millions of words of philosophy, right? Millions of words of the intellectual tradition. I have a way to show ontological mathematics to the world, a way to show it, a way to demonstrate it. It's simple and obvious at first, and it'll seem like it's not that important, but eventually it will grow into something totally revolutionary as the full impact of this idea settles into the public consciousness. So I have a way to present this to the public consciousness that it will be accepted and that it will start settling in and sinking in. I've written a script to do that. Here it is right here. It's not that long, a few pages, that's all it takes, of course. It's blurred out, of course, so that you can't see it because it's intellectual property for now. But this can be turned into a presentation, a sort of a mini documentary, if you will, with some nice visuals that it can get produced and some nice narration too. And it will demonstrate to the world what ontological mathematics means whilst solving this climate problem that we're facing. So this is a big deal and it's very, very exciting. This will give us a totally revolutionary way to think of mathematics as applied to science and physics, just as what ontological mathematics is, just as what all the books from the Pythagoreans are all about. A totally new way to apply mathematics to science, a totally new way to think about how to apply mathematics to science. I know how to do that. I have that script and I can present it and it will be wonderful and revolutionary. Like I said, at first it'll seem like it's a very simple idea. It'll be important, what I got to present. It'll certainly catch on. People all want to watch this and see what it's about, but slowly but surely as it sinks in and develops, people realize more and more just how important these concepts are about how to apply mathematics in science, and it is going to fix everything. It'll fix everything up, and honestly, it will be revolutionary. It will be absolutely revolutionary, and it will give us a Star Trek / Star Wars future. I always combine those two because, if you're a fan of Star Trek, say, like the Next Generation one is pretty much the only good one. Voyager was pretty good too. Deep Space Nine was entertaining. I think any others aren't really that relevant, especially the new recent ones. But anyway, in the context of Star Trek, The Next Generation, it was a bit atheist, right? It wasn't very spiritual, but they had lots of very cool technology, right? Star Wars, on the hand, they have some technology that's pretty cool, but obviously very, very spiritual, right? There's a big spiritual effect to Star Wars, although Star Wars is quite negative because it's all about well, it's not quite negative. It's, a back and forth between the light side and the dark side, right? So anyway, combining Star Trek and Star Wars, I think, is pretty much how we'll go. There will be a spiritual aspect to what will be learned about mathematics and the nature of existence, the nature of reality that we're in. And it's also going to give us a lot of really cool technology and a lot of cool freedom. And definitely the most important thing is that it is going to free us from intellectual enslavement. This one simple idea that I have to present in this documentary, in this script, will free us from intellectual enslavement. It will be so beneficial for the masses, for everyone in the world. And yeah, sure, I know we can blame the masses for being idiots all we want, but they are what they are, and we are all what we are, and it is what it is. You still have to make progress as you may, and giving good ideas to the public, you just have to hope that it's going to work out. So that's what we're going to do. It's certainly going to be good for me and good for us and good for anyone who likes to think. And, what is civilization but the development of technology? And there has been obviously a lot of awareness and intellectual development over the last 2,000 years, obviously, right? We can't just discount that. So we're going to get that, and it's going to benefit everybody. And at the same time, while it's benefiting everybody and freeing us, the masses, from intellectual enslavement, what I have to present is the most disruptive idea that could ever arise for those who wish to enslave us with intellectual enslavement and emotional enslavement and other forms of enslavement, which they love, parasitical forms of enslavement, because, obviously they parasitize off of enslavement. What's it about? It's about being a parasite and you enslave people. So it's going to hurt. It's going to actually destroy them. It would destroy them for a very, very, very long time. Those who wish to be enslavers, hopefully forever. And it might be a situation like Star Wars where the Sith are gone for a very, very long time, and it takes a long time for them to figure out how to recover, their enslavement enslaver position. But anyway, so here's the script again. Just going to show it, flip through, even though it's all blurred out. Just fun to show. It's only a few pages, but it's all about visuals to show, ontological mathematical visuals. That's right, and related to the climate question a little bit as well. Well, quite directly, in fact. And so it will be developed with some professional animators to demonstrate the concepts of ontological mathematics so that people can see what it means and how to make mistakes with mathematics as applied to science and how to think correctly with mathematics with regard to science. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be revolutionary. It will be absolutely revolutionary, and you guys can all help create this. So please send it around. I know that there's not many people in the world who are going to understand what I'm talking about at all with regard to ontological mathematics, and even not what I'm saying about the climate problem either. But I know that there's some of you out there who've been watching my videos, my subscribers. Thank you so much for understanding, for paying attention, and for being smart enough to get this, because I know that basically all of my subscribers, anyone who watches, does have that elite level of intelligence. So thank you guys for that. I need support to make this happen. I need obviously some funding to make it happening. So and it's a little, relative to the average person's life, yeah, it's going to be a little bit significant. Not like many millions of dollars, but it would require a little bit to get it produced. If you can do a little bit, sure, that's great. I appreciate that. I could certainly use the support so that I can keep making these videos and so that I can keep on this work. So personal support is wonderful. If anyone knows how to get a big influx of support, a big deposit for me, that'd be great. Whatever methods you have to do that, I'll post my Bitcoin and XMR address, and then of course there's the what do I have? Give, Send, Go, I think it's called. Anyway, other links will be at the bottom of this video in the description. So it's really exciting time, guys. This script that I developed came out of a great deal of personal struggle and just the culmination of basically the last 15 years or so, almost, of the Pythagoreans' presence in the world. They're gone now, but obviously they left behind us. Well, it's gone now too, but a lot of really wonderful writing. Basically, the summary of the European intellectual tradition is what we had over, I forget how many words now, tens of millions of words or something. It was a lot of reading as well as writing for whoever did the writing. Don't actually know. But basically, from the summary, from reading a distillation over tens of millions of words of the European intellectual tradition, basically we have bridged metaphysics with physics and developed this concept of ontological mathematics, which basically gives us a way to understand reality at a level which we've never had before, and what gives us the answer to existence. In one of my videos on the ontological mathematics channel, I think it was a live video, I did that one, so check the live tab where I did, I think the title, it's Ontological Cosmology, or the cosmology of ontology, something like that. Just the cosmology of existence, actually. I think it was just how does the cosmology, how do you study existence itself? And so I in that video, you'll see how we can understand base existence, where it comes from, and why it's structured the way it is with Pythagorean mathematics. That's really quite wonderful. So we need, though, in order to instill this into mass public consciousness, we need a way to do that. I know how to do that. I know how to do it. And it'll seem, it's one of those ideas where at first it's simple and obvious, and you're like, oh, why didn't anyone ever think of that before? But then the more it sinks in and percolates in the mass consciousness and subconsciousness, it will develop into, hey, you know what? We can apply that to everything else, to quantum mechanics, to quantum physics, to relativity theory. We can start applying that same concept. And I won't say exactly what it is because I want to present it in this script and in this wonderful presentation, which will be made eventually. And anyway, it will revolutionize. It will do everything that Hawkeye and the Pythagorean writers have asked for in their books. It will accomplish everything that they asked for. It will do it. It'll lay the foundation for the Star Wars, Star Trek future, and it'll be really great. It'll free our minds, right? Okay, guys. So again, appreciate it. Please, if you know people, get your fingers out there. Get your people, whoever you know. Um, Send me the funds and I will take care of it. I'm a trustworthy person. You guys, most of you know me. Hell, I'll tell you where I live, right? You can come over and I'll have you over for a tea or coffee or whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not, you know, not worried about, you guys don't have to worry about me. You know, I will take care of it. This is my mission. Okay. It's my life mission. I will take care of it. I'll get it done and I'll get it done well, you know? All right. Good, guys. So good to see y'all. And I will thank you in advance. And we will see you next time, hopefully with some developments. Okay, take care.